Folsom Field in Boulder. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the USC Trojans and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Changing the routes with his receivers. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Simmons. Look out! They're working that left side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Touchdown, Colorado! The first points of the day. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Taylor wants to throw it. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off.
Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Simmons. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long right here. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and the receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wide receiver going in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Holds on, it's Alston. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 40, the 30, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Simmons to throw. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Welsh. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Simmons from the gun on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Hey, man, guys, we talked about this one coming in.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking for running room.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the the RPO and throw it right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Simmons. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Austin Simmons firing again. Lets it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Looking for the score. Turns it upfield. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
throwing Simmons. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Quarterback changing the play. Fourth down, Simmons. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Bucs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his back in the middle. Taken down. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just...
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Simmons to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to fire deep. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They want to run this quarterback. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Taylor wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Danzy.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Taylor wants to throw. Left side, it's Napier. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first. Rolls right. Sails one into the middle. Makes a deep grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throwing Simmons. He unleashes a long one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Taylor wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Rush right in his face. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really
looking long. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's the Huskers looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Drops back. It's Taylor. Oh, pressure's coming. On the move and looking. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're all over him. Slings it downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Right down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Quick give. Turning it on. He's past the marker.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fires it incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on fourth down. They're 2 for 4. Fourth down, Simmons. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Simmons makes a catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Got it. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they got the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner.
Number 47, set to kick this one off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Throwing Simmons. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
He'll heave it deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Simmons to the air again. Extending the play. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown USC. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Again, it's Simmons. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
A shot toward the end zone. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Right side, it's Welch. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the fourth.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second and long here. Simmons fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Left side, it's Brown. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point, tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he muffs it, a loose football. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Reels it in. Running through contact. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one because he's barely made any mistakes today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Napier. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They blocked the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He's got the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Left side, it's Napier. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Trojans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Number 47, set to kick off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Look out. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack.